Hi guys, good afternoon and how are you doing? Welcome back to Cecilat Space. This is my space where I film about faith, family, motherhood, lifestyle and all other good stuff. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new, welcome. If you stumbled on this page, welcome. If you like what you see, please subscribe, and when you subscribe, please hit the notification bell to know whenever I post a video. So this is part 4 of my journey to motherhood. Hope you have been enjoying the previous parts I have dropped. If you have not seen it, I will leave the card at the end of the video. It's in a playlist, so you can watch part 1, part 2, part 3, so that you won't be lost in this my series that I am doing. So to all returning subscribers, thank you for your love. Thank you for clicking on the video to watch it. Thank you for the love, thank you for the likes, thank you for your comments. Thank you. So let's get into the part 4 of it.
I wanna be strong, we're doing wrong.
After the second miscarriage, we continued as usual with our lives. Still thankful to God. At least we thank God that we could actually get pregnant. Yes, it's something to thank God for, because some women have never gotten pregnant in their lives, but we have been able to get pregnant, so we thank God for that. And it wasn't too long. The miscarriage happened in October thereabouts, and in January we took in again. Yay! But this time around the pregnancy was a very difficult one. I was in and out of the hospital on several occasions. Yes, and I was bleeding practically all through this pregnancy. So we got pregnant in January, February stroke March thereabouts. I fell ill. All this while we've still been using the same hospital we were using where I had my first child and where all these other ones happened. So I went to that clinic to complain that I wasn't feeling too well, and the doctor that I said met there just gave me an injection or so and said that I should just go home and rest. But when I got home, I was not feeling any better. So we have this family hospital that we use within our estate, so we just went there and I was placed on admission. Yes, I was admitted for a whole week. What those ones just told me that I should go home and rest. I was placed on admission for a whole week, and I was bleeding. I was having discharged. I was even scared. I was even saying that maybe this one too will not stay. But we were sent for scan. We did scan and it was said that everything was fine with the baby. But all this while, in the course of the pregnancy, I was actually bleeding. Yep, I was bleeding and having discharge, but there was nothing wrong with the baby. So it progressed, registered for antenatal, started going for antenatal classes in this new clinic that we started attending. Started going for antenatal classes and all. Then there came this fateful Sunday evening. I was even about making normal jollof rice for the family, and I felt pressed, like going to ease myself. So I went to ease myself, and as I had even cleaned up. I was about leaving the toilet. I just felt a rush down my private part. I said, what is this? And when I opened, it was blood, plenty blood. Hey, my husband was even outside. He was washing the car, preparing for the week. So I just called him. I said, Dad, come and see what I saw. And he came. I said, what is this? And that was how we went to the hospital. That was the end of jollof rice. There was not even jollof rice. I was just making the sauce, preparing it for the jollof rice. That was the end of the jollof rice, and I went to the clinic and was examined. I was put on bed rest for that night. It was a Sunday night, remember? So I was put on bed rest for that night. So I stayed in the hospital overnight. My husband and son came home. In the morning, he came to check on me before going to work. Then I was discharged. My brother, was it my brother or my husband that even came to pick me from the hospital? I can't even remember. So I was discharged that night and I got back home. But the night I could not sleep, I started having contractions. My back started aching me, and I was about 23, 24 weeks gone in the pregnancy. So I started having early contractions by then. So I told my husband in the morning. He said, Ada, let's just watch it, that whatever happens during the day. So it continued. The backache was very, very unbearable, and I was feeling small contractions. So he just called my brother from his office, because my brother's office is actually close by. So my brother came to pick me and we went to the clinic. When I even got to the clinic, I was already crying. I was already in pains. So they set a line for me and took me back to the ward for monitoring. That's how the contractions would come. I would be shouting, screaming. The nurses will come and check. They'll give me pain relievers and all. And in the night, the lady that owns the clinic, she came and she said that there is a medicine that they normally give for people experiencing contractions like this. So she administered the medicine and we went. But that night I could not sleep. I would close my eyes small, or the contractions will start again. The contractions will last for like 10-15 minutes. I'll be in serious pain, shouting. But it will ease off after some time. All this while, my husband has a doctor friend of his that he was calling to find out what was exactly wrong. He said, am I on bed rest? He said, yes, I was on bed rest. So what the hospital was, they were trying to push me to like 28 weeks. That's approximately 7 months. That at that month that the baby, that they could actually deliver the baby and the baby could survive on his own. So that's how the cups of so I was showered from on the hospitals from that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That was the end of work sale for my husband. My husband became my bed mate in the hospital. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, my mother-in-law came to see me, and when she was with me, that's how this thing started again. She could not hold it anymore. She just had to run out of the hospital. Because of course she had experience. She already knew that this is contraction for childbirth and all that. So that one went. They gave me medications to like ease it. Then Sunday, my mom came into town. I think was it on Saturday also? Yep, on Saturday, because her sister too wasn't feeling too well. We actually went to see her on Sunday when I saw that blood. So my mommy had to come into town to see her also. So but we didn't tell her that I was on admission. It was when she came that we told her everything. So she came to see me on Sunday. She even spent time with me. Even one of my friends came. They actually left late. Immediately they left, as if the thing was waiting for them to go. That was how this contraction started. I could not lie down. I could not sleep. I was feeling hot from inside and all. My husband was even telling me that they should give me medications for pain and all that, but they were not answering. I was in pain for like 2 hours, from like 10 to past 12. And that was how I started feeling pressure on my vagina. I said, I'm feeling pressure. I was even telling my husband that I should go back to the former clinic that we had stopped going to. He said, no, that I cannot go anywhere that night. I cannot go anywhere. As I started saying, I'm feeling pressure on my vagina. I'm feeling pressure. They now wheeled me to the delivery room, and when we got there, the baby's head was already down. When my husband saw it, my husband was in shock. He said, Dad, don't worry. Lade, just hold on. Let's go. I'm very, very sorry. Let's go. I said, I'm not going anywhere. Leave me alone. That was how the baby came out at 24 weeks. And when the baby came out, the baby did not make it. Yep, he was premature and he did not make it. Yes, it was a boy. And I felt so much relief. By then, he had called my mom. My mom had already come to the hospital. When she got to the room where I was, she did not find me. She just saw blood everywhere. She started screaming, Omalade, Joseph, Omalade, Joseph. She was screaming down the whole hospital. That's how my husband went to go and meet her, to say, Ada, everything is okay, that this and this is what happened. And that was our second loss of our baby. And that was June June 17th, 2019. Yep, that was when it happened. After that, I slept. I had not slept for like a whole week. I slept that day. The following morning, my mom cleaned me up. I ate and I started crying. And I wept a lot that no, not again. But I knew that it was a challenge that I had to step up to at this point in time. And I rose up to the challenge. And that is why I'm giving this testimony, because our testimony came in 2021. Yep, she came in 2021. So that will be the concluding part of our journey to motherhood. Hope you enjoyed this part, and I will see you in the next coming part, the concluding part. So let me know your thoughts on this, and I cannot wait to share our victory testimony with you. Yes, it's a victory testimony, and it's something I am very, very excited about, because in some days' time, our miracle baby will be born. So see you in the concluding part. If you've not subscribed, subscribe, and make sure you watch the previous parts also. Thank you for staying tuned with me in this story time / testimony time. God bless you, and see you in my next.
Love,
Bye.
love, love. I wanna be strong, strong with you.